Remember the direwolves from Game of Thrones? They're real, or at least they used to be. They've been extinct for over 10,000 years. Until recently. The biotech company Colossal is attempting to bring back extinct animals. The same company that genetically engineered woolly hair in mice in an attempt to bring back the woolly mammoth. Its first successful attempt at de-extinction are these two, Romulus and Remulus. So direwolves are back! We have a living extinct animal! Scientific breakthrough! Now wait just a chicken pickin' minute. The scientists at Colossal extracted DNA from direwolf fossils and re-engineered cells of their closest living relative, the grey wolf. The embryos were then implanted in the wolves of surrogate mothers, which were actually hound mixed dogs. The result is these two, as well as a host of distinctive traits including their larger size and their white coats. So they're not dire wolves per se, they're more like Grey Wolves 2.0. They have dire wolf features and characteristics, but this is not the purest form of that once extinct animal. So it's not quite as cut and dry as the media would have us believe. It's also not without controversy. Colossal also have plans to de-extinct other species like the Tasmanian tiger and the dodo. And honestly, I'm torn. Biologists have many questions around whether we should even be doing this. Like, would these animals even fit into our current ecosystems? Many biologists and conservationists believe all that colossal money could be better spent on protecting species and habitats that are currently on the brink of extinction. There's also the ethical issue of whether or not we should be tinkering with genetics to do this, because we all know how well this movie ended. Now, I'm not one to stand in the way of scientific progress, but when man starts tinkering with the genetics of nature usually wins. I see this as less of a work of fiction and more of a parable. You know how some people say there are no stupid questions? I beg to differ. Okay, I'm gonna give you some quick facts and then a quick breakdown about who I think would win. An adult male silverback gorilla can weigh up to 500 pounds and is about 9 times stronger than a man. They also have a bite force of 1,300 pounds, which is strong enough to bite through trees, bamboo, and your arms. That's stronger than the bite force of both a grizzly bear and a lion. Why do you want this smoke? We're talking about pitting all of this against 100 unarmed men, and no knives, no guns, no nukes, no nothing. Here's the thing though. I don't think the gorilla would want the smoke. Gorillas are primarily herbivores that would rather avoid conflict. They'd rather bluff their way out of a battle using posturing and physical displays like chest beating. But just because they're pacifists doesn't mean they're safe. Gorillas are built primarily for strength and not endurance, so I imagine they tire out fairly easily from the sheer overwhelm of that many men. Gorillas are critically endangered for a reason. It's us. We're the reason. Having said that, I still think the gorilla would win, but for a different reason. Trauma. The gorilla might be outnumbered, but there's gonna be some casualties. The psychological trauma of seeing several men having their arms ripped out of their sockets like rag dolls will be enough to make the remaining 90-something men reconsider their life's choices. I cannot believe this made headlines.